What's up, you guys? I'm back. It's Kier, of course. So today's video is gonna be a little life update, if you know what I mean. But there's just a lot going on, and I figured I would kind of take you through everything. So starting with my Master class, I finished with an A. So I was basically taking anatomy. That's a full semester class, obviously, in 3 weeks. So it was Monday through Friday, every day pretty much. We had multiple tests in a week just because of like the time frame. But basically, I loved the class. Obviously, I lost sleep over it. But I mean, in the end, Maymester was probably like one of the best classes I've taken, the anatomy. And I'm very proud of myself because I knew a few other people that I was like studying with, and I could just like, I felt really good about the class, but it kind of solidifies the excitement that I have about nursing and what I'm going to be getting into. So I'm really excited about that. I started my summer 1 class literally 3 days after, which is okay. But I'm taking physiology, which is, it's pretty good right now. The first 2 or 3 chapters were pretty much review from biology, like 101, except for maybe a few things like enzymes and how stuff is broken down in the body. But other than that, I'm really excited about this class as well. And this class will be over July 1st, which I'm excited about. But basically, I've been doing okay. A few things that are like helping me a lot, I think, is definitely listening to music. So having that alone time in your car and just jamming out like on the way to somewhere, on the way home from somewhere, that's really helping. Just talking to family members about everything that's going on, just making sure they know like how you're feeling. I definitely have been like having to manage my time a lot more lately because of how intense these summer classes are, and I also have other stuff going on. So as soon as my summer 1 class started, I actually started coaching summer swim league out at the country club of South Carolina, which I'm really excited for. But the first day was insane. I went, which now this is how it is every day, but I hadn't had experience coaching since this time last year. So it's been a whole year. And I think there are about 15 people ranging from ages like 6 or 7 to 15. And so it was just a lot. It was a lot. And I don't think I kind of like prepared myself for it in a way. And so I got home and I was just like broken. I felt like I couldn't do it and all this stuff. But I talked it through, and talking stuff through really helps. Like, I don't think people understand how important it is to talk stuff through with anyone, just anyone that'll listen and like give advice. So I went through that, but now I think we're 2 weeks in now. 2 weeks, yeah. This was the end of the 2nd week, and I'm loving it. I'm remembering why I did it last year, and I'm remembering basically why I wanted to do it again. So the kids out there, they're a lot, but they're so sweet, and I just love working with them, and they're really hard workers too, so that's nice. I'm trying to plan another Charleston trip, of course. I love Charleston. I'm actually trying to plan 2. I want to visit my friend before she moves out of her apartment. She moves out July 1st, and so I definitely want to visit her before she moves out, but I don't know. I just have so many meets and exams with this class and swimming and stuff, but I'm gonna make time before July 1st, and I'm gonna come see her. So I'm trying to plan that out because, you know, you have to get a hotel and you gotta have money basically. So I'm looking at that, but my big one is for my birthday in October. I'm turning 21. So I'm really excited about that, and I definitely want to make sure everything's planned out like way ahead of time so there's no wiggle room for anything. So I think I'm gonna start looking at places to stay very soon so I can go ahead and book them, you know, and do all that jazz. And hopefully I'll talk to a few friends that live down there, and I'm hoping to get like a big group together so we can like go out and like have fun, you know. So I'm really excited about that. In July and August, I'm really excited. In July, we're having a beach vacation, which is, so my last swim meet of the season is July 13th. And on July 14th, my mom and dad are planning a beach vacation in Topsail, which I love Topsail so much. I went there in 8th grade and it's so beautiful. It's like not commercial. That's what I love. I love just like the beach. I don't like everything else that's in like Myrtle Beach. It's just too much for me. I like to go onto the beach and just lay out and relax and just have a relaxing vacation, which I'm gonna need after this class and swimming. And then in August, we're having our annual family lake vacation that we usually do it at either Watery or Santee, but we waited too long this year, which I'm really sad about. We couldn't get the same house that we usually did, or it was for sale or something. So we started looking at Lake Murray, which I think is in Columbia, which isn't far from Watery. I'm not mad about it. I just love having like that one house that we always go to. It's just a tradition. I love traditions, and like change is a little hard for me. It's a week long and it's right before school starts, so I'm excited. I'm just gonna chill out then. I think July and August are gonna be my recoup months, so I'm looking forward to that, but also I don't want the time to go by fast, you know. It's like a lose-lose situation, but it's fine, yeah. I'm trying to think. I've been looking, or not looking, but thinking a little bit more about what I want to do after nursing school. And I've actually done a bit of research. I really love like MUSC, the school in Charleston, doing nursing instead so I can like get out, get a job, make money. Basically what I want to do is start making money, start saving money. And I know I won't be able to save enough to pay in full for anything, for medical school, nurse anesthesia, like any of that, but I just want to get a dent out of it basically so that I don't have to have loans. And I'm actually hoping by the time I go back to school, maybe there will be some type of legislation that's more regulating of like school loans and stuff, because that's literally all you hear about in the news now is like how bad it's getting and how we need to fix it. So maybe somebody will fix it. Let's see. I don't know. But yeah, that would be nice. But I've been looking into Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia, which is a 3-year program at MUSC, and it is cheaper than medical schools. It's like almost 20 grand a semester, and MUSC has this new program that's called the Flex program for the medical school. And so it's like 3 years, I'm pretty sure, or 4 years, but instead of doing like fall, spring, it's like fall, spring, summer. And so that's already a lot. I think this is something new they're trying. So, I mean, maybe I should look into it more. I might search some videos about it. But I mean, that's just a lot of money, you know? And I know it's like you weigh it out because yes, it's a lot of money, and yes, we'll have a lot of loans, but after your residency, if you specialize, what I was looking into is non-invasive cardiologist basically. So I don't do any of the heart surgeries or anything, but I do procedures like TEEs and EKGs and all that jazz. So they have a median or a mean salary of about like $300,000, which is insane. But you just have to, you know, like weigh it out. What is better? What is worse? But with nurse anesthesia, it's 3 years. I think it's also fall, spring, summer, but it's not 20 grand a semester. Instead, it's only 8 grand, which is so much better. And I think they do offer more online courses, so I would be able to maybe work as a nurse and do my online courses so I can make money while I'm in school, if that makes any sense. And so I'm leaning more towards that. And I've also been very interested in anesthesia for the longest time. I have been, I've shadowed a few anesthesiologists and nurse anesthetists. They're all so sweet. I love, like, anything in surgery is awesome. But the one thing I didn't know was that you have to have at least 1 year in critical care. And critical care is basically like, my mom kind of explained it as like the trauma patients in a way. Not necessarily strictly trauma, but there are, I think it's called like there's surgical intensive care units, which I would love to do. I would love to be in surgery, because like if I want to be a nurse anesthetist, like I would have to be in surgery, if that makes, yeah. So that's really exciting. And another thing that kind of like jump started me on this again was in my physiology class. We were talking about cerebral hematomas, which is basically a big blood clot in your brain, and it's very dangerous because obviously there's no places where the pressure can get exerted, and so that clot like starts building. It's when like an artery bursts, and so it keeps building and then it pushes on your brain. And obviously they have to get that out as quickly as possible, because anything with your brain is like very critical. So basically we saw a video of a surgery that they took the skin layer off. They took, I think it was like the right hemisphere of the skull off. And then obviously you have your 3 layers of meninges, so they had to pull all of those off. And meninges are just like barriers. It's called the blood-brain barrier. But, and then like it was the brain was shown. And you could see this huge, like, it looked almost like a, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was probably like that big. And it was just blood, but it was all clotted up together. So it was like a big little, it looked like something sticky and nasty. But basically what they did is they irrigated it. So they took like a water, not a spigot, but like a little water thing that had pressure, and they slowly like let it slide off of the water. And then they had to keep cleaning it to find out where the rupture was, where the artery was. And then they had to cauterize it, which is basically burn it, and it stops bleeding. And so that just like fascinated me, and that kind of kick-started me looking into this again, if that makes sense. So I know I don't want to stop at nursing, and I think it would be very essential for me to like have a plan. So like, know after 2 years of nursing in critical care or whatever I'm doing, go ahead, make sure you have that GRE, make sure you have your GPA, and go ahead and apply. But I think my main concern is going from Florence to Charleston again, but we'll get to that when we get to that. That's just kind of like what I've been thinking about recently and everything that's been going through my mind. I'm just really excited about the future, I guess. I like to have everything planned out in very tight way. But yeah. Also, I kind of have my room a little together. I know you can't see much. I'm waiting on a picture to put right there. I have a girl that actually I went to high school with. She is an artist on the side. So she doesn't work for anybody. She doesn't do any of that. But she is so like talented. And she's gonna paint me an elephant. It's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be black, white, gray, and gold. And so I think it'll go really well. So I'm just waiting on that. I'm waiting to get I'm gonna get a quilt comforter, just because this comforter is polyester, and so it's very thick. It's not breathable at all. And I need something breathable. It's gonna get hot because it's summer. It's gonna get really bad. And so I'm gonna do that. And then I do need, I know you can't, I need some throw pillows to make sure my room is looking cute, you know? And that's pretty much it. I got my cute little bedside tables finally got my desk. It kind of matches the bedside tables, but it's not the same. It's not from the same place. So my desk is from Ashley Home Furniture, and then the bedside tables are from Target. And then I do have like 2 not matching lamps, but I don't care. I think they're cute. They give me light when I need it, so that's all that matters, you know? Finally got everything down in my closet. My room's come together and I am really happy. So that's kind of an update on what's going on. If you like these kinds of videos, hit the like button, leave me a comment down below if you want to talk to me. I promise I'll talk to you back. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.